What if England finally wins the World Cup?
Kane keeps his head!
1990, 1996, 2018, 2021. For England fans, the years aren't just dates, they're scars. It's a long, painful story of agonizing defeats, near misses, and penalty shootout heartbreaks that have defined a whole nation's relationship with football. For 60 years, it's been a lifetime of dreaming, of believing, of singing that it's coming home, only to watch it all end in those same familiar tears on the world's biggest stage. England's story at major tournaments is a highlight reel of gut-wrenching moments. Gazza's tears in Turin, Southgate's penalty miss at Wembley, Beckham's red card, Kane's penalty sailing over the bar in Qatar. But what if? What if, after all that pain, one team was destined to rewrite the script? What if a new generation, forged in the fire of all those failures, finally rose up to achieve what even the so-called golden generation never could? Before we dive in, if you love exploring more football deep dives and want to see more content like this, support the channel by smashing that like button, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your support means everything to us. Well, let's tell that story. The story of how, in the year 2026, tactical genius and raw talent finally combined to bring football home in the most dramatic way you can imagine. Our story begins not with a win, but with another all-too-familiar, respectable failure. After guiding England to the late stages of yet another tournament, the Gareth Southgate era comes to an honorable end. The FA has had enough of being the world's most gracious semi-finalists. Playing it safe is clearly not enough anymore. They need a winner, a ruthless, tactical mastermind who is obsessed with control and winning, no matter what it takes. Enter Thomas Tuchel. Appointed in late 2024, the German tactician arrives with one mission: to completely dismantle the psychology of failure that has haunted England for decades. His philosophy is a total shock to the system. The cautious, reactive football of the past? Gone. Tuchel implements a dynamic, fluid system built on high-intensity pressing, positional discipline, and tactical flexibility. He drills them into a tactical chameleon, able to shift seamlessly from a 4-2-3-1 to an overwhelming 3-4-3 mid-game, a system designed to suffocate opponents and create chaos in attack. He isn't here to make friends, he's here to win. And in the 2026 squad, he finds the perfect weapons for his revolution. Now, this isn't the golden generation of the 2000s, that collection of brilliant individuals who just never clicked as a team. No, this is a unit, a brotherhood with a spine of pure steel. At the very heart of it all is Jude Bellingham. He's not just a rising star anymore. He's the complete midfielder, a force of nature with the power of a bulldozer and the grace of a dancer. He is the team's engine, its undisputed leader, its inspiration. Leading the line is Captain Harry Kane. Now 33, he's at his absolute peak, having evolved his game from just a world-class goalscorer into the complete forward. He drops deep to link up play, and his football intelligence is matched only by his lethal finishing. After years of individual awards, this is his final defining quest. And they're surrounded by a dizzying array of talent. On the wings, the explosive pace of Bukayo Saka absolutely terrorizes defenders. In the heart of midfield, Declan Rice is the anchor, a one-man wall that provides the entire foundation for the team. Phil Foden, a magician with the ball, dictates the tempo with silky smooth precision. The defense, led by the experienced John Stones, is a fortress, protected by a new generation of athletic ball-playing defenders like Mark Guehi and Reece James. And maybe the most crucial part, the depth is just astounding. The bench has players like Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon, attackers who could start for almost any other country, ready for Tuchel to unleash them to change a game in an instant. This isn't just a team, it's a juggernaut. Is this the most balanced and complete England squad in history? Let me know what you think in the comments. So, the 2026 World Cup kicks off across North America, and England lands in a tricky group. You can feel the ghosts of past failures lingering, but they're banished fast. Tuchel's meticulous planning is on full display. In the opening match against a tough Croatian side, England is frustrated for 70 minutes before a tactical switch and a moment of Saka brilliance secures a 1-0 win. The second game against Ghana shows off their new ruthless streak in a clinical 3-0 victory, which lets them rest Kane and Rice early. The final group game sees a heavily rotated squad concede a sloppy goal, A brief reminder of old habits before they roar back to win 2-1, topping the group with a perfect 9 points. The message has been sent. This England doesn't panic. The round of 32 is a professional, easy dispatch of a well-organized but outmatched opponent. But it's the round of 16 where the rest of the world really sits up and takes notice. They draw co-hosts Mexico in the intimidating fortress of the Azteca Stadium. The atmosphere is a cauldron of pure noise and hostility. Mexico scores first, and the stadium erupts. In past years, this is exactly where England would have crumbled. But not this team. Not now. They silence the crowd, with Rice dominating the midfield before Bellingham equalizes with a powerful header. The game is won in the second half by a classic Kane poacher's goal. It's a 2-1 victory forged in fire, and it proves their newfound mental strength. The quarter-finals. And the opponent? A nightmare from the past. Brazil. That memory of Ronaldinho's looping free kick from 2002 hangs heavy in the air. The game is a tactical chess match of the highest level. Brazil's samba flair against England's disciplined aggression. The Brazilians strike first with a moment of individual magic that leaves the England defense stunned. The old story starts to write itself. But this team? They don't follow the script. Roaring back, England lays siege to the Brazilian goal. A powerful run from Bellingham into the box ends with him being brought down. The ref points to the spot. The weight of a nation falls onto the shoulders of Harry Kane. He steps up, stares down the keeper, and buries the penalty into the bottom corner. It's level. The game spirals into a brutal, lung-busting extra time. Legs are heavy, minds are tired. Just when penalties seem certain, Tuchel makes his move, bringing on the fresh legs of Cole Palmer. In the 118th minute, Foden finds a pocket of space, slides a perfect pass to Palmer, who unleashes a stunning strike into the far corner. The ghost of 2002 is finally exorcised. England have actually done it. The semi-final is against the reigning world champions Argentina, a chance for revenge after so many painful memories, from the hand of God in '86 to the shootout in '98. The match is a war, a brutal, emotionally charged battle. It's end-to-end, a true clash of titans. The game is deadlocked at 1-1 as the clock ticks into the final minutes of extra time. A corner gets whipped into the box. Harry Kane, wrestling with two defenders, defies gravity, rising up to power a header into the back of the net. The stadium erupts. For the final 5 minutes, every single player defends like their life depends on it. The whistle blows. England are in the World Cup final. And so, we arrive at the final. The opponent, of course, is a familiar foe, Germany. All the history, the rivalry, the weight of '66, '90, and '96, it all converges on this one single moment. The atmosphere is electric. The game starts at a ferocious pace. Germany, clinical as always, exploit a rare defensive mistake to take the lead. A stunned silence falls over the England fans. That old, familiar feeling, the dream is slipping away again. But this team is different. There's no despair, only defiance. Led by Rice, they regroup. Bellingham starts to take over the midfield, driving his team forward. Just before halftime, Saga skins his defender and whips in a perfect cross. Foden arrives at the back post and volleys it home. 1-1. The belief is back. The second half is a tense, tactical war. Chances are rare. It becomes a pure battle of wills. With 10 minutes left, history is waiting. Declan Rice wins the ball back with a thunderous tackle and finds Bellingham. Jude surges forward, pulling defenders towards him before slipping a perfectly weighted pass to Harry Kane on the edge of the box. Without a second thought, Kane hits it first time. The ball flies like a rocket, an unstoppable force, into the top corner of the net. Absolute pandemonium. Those final 10 minutes might just be the longest in English history. Every German attack brings a collective gasp from the crowd. Every clearance, a roar of relief. Finally, the referee raises the whistle to his lips. 3 shrill blasts echo around the stadium. It's over. The players collapse to the ground, a blur of exhaustion and pure ecstasy. Harry Kane, captain, leader, legend, lifts that solid gold trophy into the night sky, and 60 years of hurt are washed away in a flood of joyous tears. The celebrations are biblical. London grinds to a complete standstill. The chant that was once a hopeful prayer, "It's coming home," is now a triumphant fact. For Harry Kane, it's the final piece of the puzzle, cementing his legacy as one of the all-time greats. For Bellingham, Foden, and Rice, its immortality at a young age, their names now written forever alongside Moore, Hurst, and Charlton. Thomas Tuchel is hailed as the architect, the man whose tactical genius finally unlocked England's potential. A new era of English football is born, one built not on hope, but on expectation. The victory inspires a generation, proving that the curse could be broken, that the dream could finally become real. Of course, this is just a story, a what-if, a hypothetical journey. The real path is filled with danger, where a single penalty miss or a moment of bad luck can change everything. But with this manager and this generation of players, that what-if feels closer than ever before. What do you think? Could this generation finally do it in 2026? Who would be in your starting 11 to lift the trophy? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little trip into a possible future, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more football what-ifs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.